Hello, this is Diana Ballard, and welcome to the Mom Training Podcast, where we discuss the skills and strategies to create possibilities in motherhood and make it more fun, efficient, organized, and peaceful. Woohoo! Hold on to the reins. The holidays are coming. An awesome time of fun, and also a time when eating plans and being health conscious can go out the window real fast. So let's talk about a couple ways we can still enjoy the holidays, but also not have to worry about those pants getting a little tighter or your family getting sick. It's important to think about your choices now before we get there, because as things get busy, it's easy to just go with the flow. But we know what going with the flow has done to us in the past years. Yeah, eating a little more than we actually want to, and then having to work our tails off in the next new year as we set goals to be a better us. Let's be one step ahead of ourselves and try to keep the holidays and its deliciousness under control. Speaking of the new year, in January, we'll be starting a series that will help you accomplish your goals for the new year and get you started in the right directions to slay your goals this next year. Excited for you to join me for that. But let's jump into some tips about being health conscious this next season. So I would say this is the number one thing, and also is probably going to be the most challenging. Making sure we're getting enough sleep so we're not snacking on things out of exhaustion. Because when we're tired, we tend to snack on unhealthy treats, and that gives us a little bit of energy, but then we crash later, needing to eat more and go back and feeling that spurt of energy again. So let's really try to focus on getting enough shut-eye, and even more if it's a little more stressful during these times. This will help us stay well and also prevent us from snacking on treats when we don't really want to. Number 2 is keep water as a focus. When things are rushed, it's hard to remember self-care sometimes, especially water when we're running from place to place and have extra things on our list and people to spend time with. But water is going to keep us feeling our best because we eat more when our body is really craving water. So dehydration makes us feel like we want to eat. So as we drink more water, it'll help prevent a lot of those cravings. So remembering to bring water with us and to actually drink it will be a conscious effort, but it will be worth it in the long run. Next is be in more control about the intake of sugar for you and your family. I'm not saying anything you don't know right now, but a lot of the holidays is centered right around food, and food that is really sweet or straight up unhealthy for you. So really thinking ahead of, okay, these parties that we're going to, I know that there's going to be tons of sugar. So I'm actually going to feed my family before I get there so that they're not starving and just scarf down a bunch of stuff that's unhealthy for them. Yeah, sometimes it's fun to show up to parties and just show up hungry and just eat whatever you want, right? But we have bigger goals than that. Okay, we want to stay healthy and fit this year. We don't want to completely abuse our bodies by shoving it with tons and tons of crap, right? For example, I have to pre-game my 3-year-old before we go to any parties or events. Say there will be a lot of treats and sweets there. You get to choose one. So I'll go around with you and we can look at where that is and you can decide what you want. Now, I know that when I let her loose, the chance of her getting more is pretty high. But the goal is we're trying to train her that we don't eat too much when we go to parties. We don't indulge in these kind of foods. And is it a work in progress? Yes. But it's actually worked really well the last couple parties that we went to. So again, going back to preparation and planning out ahead, I know that these parties are going to have a bunch of stuff that I really don't want to eat. And that I really don't want my family cramming down 10 cookies, right? So showing up to a party when you've already eaten something, specifically protein, it's actually better for your body to have protein before a sugar hit, so that your cells aren't completely bombarded with sugar, which too many hits of that obviously leads to diabetes, right? So we want to prevent our body from that. So eating protein or eating something before you have the sugar is always better than having the sugar first. Okay, the next one. Now I may be stepping on some toes right here, but don't buy the unhealthy junk. The holidays are being sold to us that we just need to keep buying more unhealthy food, treats, candy like an ungodly amount if we think about it. It lowers our immune system, and then you find yourself now spending money buying medicine for 5 different symptoms. One to help you sleep, congestion, nausea, constipation, or diarrhea, fever, body aches. Not only will refraining from eating an overload of treats help you be more relaxed and peaceful during the season, but it'll save you buttloads of money! But Diana, some of my favorite candies, treats, pastries, and desserts are during this season. I'm not saying don't eat any of them, girl. I'm just saying don't buy a whole tray. Limit yourself to one small piece instead of like a whole pie, Go to a bulk foods place that you can buy a couple pieces of that special treat or candy and move on. Not the whole bag, as exciting, tasty, and heartwarming as it may seem. It's screwing you over with your goals. And we go, oh my gosh, after the holidays, oh my gosh, I ate too much. I did this kind of stuff. Like, come on, let's be proactive. Let's do this together. Like, let's really do this together. Let's really focus on this. Let's get through the holidays and seriously be empowered that we didn't spend the crap load of money, that we didn't eat a crap load of food. We can still enjoy the fun things of the season, the tasty things of the season. But you and I both know that there's some things that we like to eat a lot of during this season. And those are things we're trying to stay away from. We're trying to very much limit ourselves to. So we have to plan that now. We have to make the decision now. Okay, next point. Don't wait to take vitamins and supplements after you start seeing the signs of getting sick, but be proactive in building your immune system. Supplements can help during a sickness, but they are the most powerful day by day, building the strength of your immune system. Again, going back to you can't just lift weights the day before a competition and win it. You have to be building that immune system over time. If you'd like help deciding what vitamins and supplements your family may need to strengthen your immune system or overall health, head over to dianaballard.com and there's a link you can click that takes you to a medical-grade supplement dispensary where you can find hundreds of different brands for a discounted price and some recommendations for certain areas of health. You can also contact me directly if you need help deciding what supplements might be best for you and your family, which is always helpful so you don't waste time searching for something or make sure you get exactly what your family needs. Also, listen in next week and we'll chat about some natural remedies that can help when you or your family possibly get sick, and you can help your family get better quicker as well. I'll go over some supplements that you can take with your kids and spouse that'll help assist your immune system in building itself up too, and some ways you can be proactive in your family's health during this time. So let's enjoy these holidays with our health in mind and really work hard on making good choices and what we choose to indulge in these next couple months. I'm sure you'll do a great job, and I would just want you to know that I'm super proud of you for everything that you've been working on lately to become a better mom, a better person, and to really step up your game in your family. Let's really make these next 2 months count with our health to be able to jump into the next year and just tear up our goals. This is our time, mamas. Like, we don't need to waste any more time of sitting on the sidelines saying, I want that, or I wish I was like that, or I wish I could live this type of lifestyle. Let's work towards it. It starts today. It starts right now. You have the ability to create your life. Let's do it together. Come follow me on Instagram and Facebook for more tips and inspiration at Diana Ballard Live. That's at Diana Ballard, Live. Hit subscribe and tell everyone you know about this podcast. I hope you are having a wonderful week and are super excited about the next season of your life, as in the holidays and what you are about to create. And we'll see you next week on the Mom Training Podcast.